This is the ultimate redefined for men.
Hello, welcome to Sports News. Onikon Stadium and Campus Mini Stadium will be the venues for this year's preliminaries of the Channel's National Kids Cup. Only 2 Lagos schools will be heading to this year's national finals. Bearing that in mind, the participating pupils are already talking tough ahead of the competition, which kicks off on March the 17th.
Agege, Daman, thanks so much.
Every year, the Channel's National Kids Cup is getting bigger and better. So also is the Lagos preliminaries of the competition. For season 7, 32 schools will feature in the Lagos preliminaries, and these anxious faces are eager to know their opponents. Welcoming both old and new schools, chairman of the main organizing committee, Mr. Steve Judo, explains the purpose of the competition, which has grown to be arguably the biggest grassroots football program at the primary schools level.
Recall that Channel's Kids Cup started 2009 as a regional tournament, but now we have exploded. The theme of Channel's Kids Cup is basically to catch them young and groom them and then monitor their progress, and then when they grow up to be super eagles, we will still be proud of ourselves that, yeah, they started with Channel's Kids Cup.
We are going to have 32 teams this year, at 16 at different venues. We have venue A, which is Campus Stadium, Lagos, and Onikon Stadium. So the 4 schools, the 4 champions of last year, we are going to buy them. And we can't buy on paper. They have to come and pick their draws.
One after the other, the school representatives are invited to take part in the draw. With the draw concluded, the next time you will see these kids, they will be fully kitted for action. They are already talking tough.
We are very prepared for this year's 2015 Channel's National Kids Cup. We shall do what we have to win the trophy from Toibat School. I'm prepared to make my school win, so we will collect the cup.
The preliminaries will kick off from March the 17th till the 20th, and the 2 finalists will represent Lagos in the national finals in May.
Now, the Super Eagles moved up 1 place in the monthly FIFA World Ranking for the month of March. The team is now 41st in the world and 7th in Africa. Ghana moved 1 step to the 24th position and 3rd in the continent. Tunisia also moved a step to the 25th position. Meanwhile, there were no changes in the world's top 9, while Italy moved 2 places to displace Spain from the top 10. Meanwhile, the Niger Football Federation has reconfirmed that the senior national team, the Super Eagles, will play Bolivia in an international friendly in Uyo on March the 26th. Playing down speculations that the match had been called off, the NFF says everything has been finalized and the delegation of Bolivia will arrive in Lagos on March the 24th and then fly to Uyo for the match. In tennis, world number 2 Roger Federer briefly dueled with a young boy in the audience during his exhibition match against Grigor Dimitrov. Dimitrov offered the young tennis fan his racket, and he briefly put his skills up against the 17-time Grand Slam winner.
Oh, look at this. Roger freaked out. And he hit the pass. Yeah.
Talking about catching them young. Well, that'll be it on Sports News. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues shortly.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
Unfortunately, 2 U.S. police officers have been shot in Ferguson, a Missouri town hit by riots over the killing of an unarmed black teenager last year. Well, here's Cynthia Ray with more.
Well, unfortunately, that was the case. The St. Louis County Police Chief John Belmar said one officer was shot in the face and one in the shoulder. Both suffered very serious gunshot injuries but were conscious. They were shot during a demonstration after the resignation of Ferguson's police chief, which followed alleging racial bias in his department. Then Iraqi government forces are advancing into Tikrit on several fronts, forcing Islamic State militants to fall back to the city center. Soldiers and militiamen have reportedly retaken areas and key sites in the north, south and west, including a police headquarters and a hospital. Also today, South African President Jacob Zuma deflected demands by the opposition to pay back some of the money used in a $23 million state-funded security upgrade to his rural home, saying the government had yet to decide whether he should do so. The public prosecutor, Thuli Madonsela, said last March the President Zuma had benefited unduly from the excessive upgrades to his Nkandla home, which included a chicken run, amphitheater and swimming pool, and recommended that he pay back some of the money. Finally, 6 Somali police officers were killed today when Al-Shabaab Islamist militants detonated a car bomb outside of a regional government headquarters in the central city of Baidoa and then stormed inside the compound. That's the foreign news wrap-up. It's back to you, Gimba.
And the main news again. President Goodluck Jonathan today said that he is committed to the implementation of the National Conference report if re-elected. He was speaking during a visit to the traditional monarch, Awujale of Ijebuland, Obasikiru Adetono in Ogun State. The PAPC presidential candidate, General Muhammadu Buhari, has affirmed his promise to tackle insecurity and corruption. He was speaking during his campaign tour of the South-South. And here in Lagos, he told the gathering that for 16 years now, the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, had ran down the country. And the Nigerian military has assured Nigerians of victory over Boko Haram in the northeast with the ongoing operations to recapture more towns from the grip of the insurgents. And with that, we end the news at 10 tonight. I'm Gimba Umar. I want to thank you so much indeed for being part of it as we leave you now with a repeat broadcast of our election coverage program, Nigeria 2015.